This was not an ordinary statement. Putin sent a hidden signal to the entire world.
After the ceasefire, Gazans returned to their destroyed homes. Melania Trump held secret negotiations with Russia.
Is the US-Russia-Alaska plan the hidden scenario?
Lukashenko says Trump deserved the Nobel Prize.
Kim Jong-un unveiled a mysterious new weapon.
Russian President Vladimir Putin says the global race for nuclear armament has already begun. Speaking at a press conference after his visit to Tajikistan, he noted that several nations are actively advancing their nuclear capabilities. Putin said Russia is testing a new generation of weapons announced years ago, with early results described as promising. He added that even if the United States refuses to extend the Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, it will not be critical for Russia, emphasizing that the country's nuclear deterrence remains among the strongest in the world. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump called Putin's proposal a good idea, but gave no further details. The debate over nuclear weapons has once again taken center stage in global politics as major powers redefine their security boundaries.
After the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas took effect on October 10th, thousands of displaced Palestinians are now returning to their destroyed homes across Gaza. "They tried to erase us, but we are coming back," said one local resident speaking to reporters. For many families, returning home is a dangerous but necessary decision, as shelter options in Gaza remain extremely limited. Across the shattered streets, water and electricity supplies are nearly gone, and many buildings are no longer safe to live in. Still, people are doing what they can, searching for construction materials, repairing what remains, and trying to rebuild their lives from the ruins. International organizations are calling attention to the worsening humanitarian crisis in Gaza, but aid delivery remains difficult as many roads are closed and security restrictions have been tightened.
Melania Trump held secret negotiations with Russia, a story that has shocked political observers around the world. According to the White House, the talks between Melania Trump and President Vladimir Putin focused on returning Ukrainian children displaced by the ongoing war. In her address, Melania confirmed that several children have already been reunited with their families, calling it a quiet but powerful act of humanity. Sources say the discussions happened through discreet back channels, away from public attention. Russian officials reportedly provided detailed health and identity records to assist the process. The White House described it as a rare moment of cooperation between Washington and Moscow, a fragile glimpse of hope amid years of tension and mistrust.
Is the US-Russia-Alaska plan the hidden scenario behind the Ukraine war? During a press conference in Dushanbe, President Vladimir Putin made a statement that reignited global speculation. He said Russia remains within the framework of the agreements reached in Alaska, referring to undisclosed talks once held with former U.S. President Donald Trump in Anchorage. Putin described those discussions as complex but necessary, focused on long-term global security and strategic balance, topics that go far beyond the Ukrainian battlefield. Analysts believe these so-called Alaska negotiations could reveal a deeper layer of coordination between Moscow and Washington, one that connects Arctic power routes, nuclear policy, and the shifting world order. Whether this is coincidence or a carefully designed geopolitical plan, Putin's words in Dushanbe have once again blurred the line between diplomacy and deception.
Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko has voiced his discontent with the Norwegian Nobel Committee's decision not to award former U.S. President Donald Trump the Nobel Peace Prize. In an interview with the Belton news agency, Lukashenko said, quote, "This is sheer nonsense. Trump truly deserved this Nobel Prize. He helped ease global tensions and made serious efforts toward peace on the Korean Peninsula." End quote. Lukashenko added that the committee's decision was politically motivated and claimed that Trump might feel offended. He also criticized what he described as a loss of fairness in today's global politics. International analysts see his remarks as another bold message challenging Western institutions.
Kim Jong-un unveiled a mysterious new weapon, the Korean Central News Agency reported during a grand military parade in Pyongyang, marking the 80th anniversary of the Workers' Party of Korea. The North Korean leader presented the Hwasong-20 intercontinental ballistic missile, described as the country's most powerful strategic nuclear weapons system. It was displayed on an 11-axle transporter, featuring a new carbon fiber solid fuel engine with a thrust of 1,971 kilonewtons, significantly more powerful than previous North Korean missiles. According to KCNA, the Hwasong-20 could potentially target the U.S. mainland and may carry multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, also known as MIRVs. However, its guidance system and atmospheric re-entry capabilities remain unclear. The parade also showcased hypersonic missiles like the Hwasong-11 Ma, new battle tanks, artillery systems, and self-destructing drones. Kim Jong-un emphasized the role of the North Korean forces in defending the country and their readiness to respond to any threats. High-level foreign guests attended, including Chinese Premier Li Qiang, former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev, and Vietnamese Communist Party leader To Lam, highlighting Pyongyang's efforts to strengthen strategic ties with China and Russia.